GrindingStone Hot Enduro 2025, Saturday morning, race 1. Everybody is lined up. They're taking 150 riders. For the pros, it's not that stressful, it's not that important. They don't really need to win, it doesn't matter that much. However, they still need to finish 2 laps around this course. It is difficult. So any types of bike issues, crashes, or anything like that could put them out of contention for the main event. So if I was a pro, I'd be thinking, let's just get through this. Let's have a good, clean, family fun race and get into the next race. 150 riders qualify. Let's get it. Willie! Cody! Ryder! Hana Boy! James Flynn, Brandon Petrie, Cooper Abbott, Braxton Hinsey. Boy third into the pit. We gotta follow him. Stone close behind. double wheel slide high line. It takes an incredible amount of strength to do a move like that. Here comes Will Reardon. Beginning of his second lap. Just cruising. Getting into some lap traffic here. No worries, mate. Will working his way through lap traffic so easily. Second place, Top Cooper Habit. We got some loppers. Cooper goes to the inside line. Let's get in there. Guys are just busting their way through, guys. Unreal. Wild behavior. Ryder LeBlanc is on a tear after having some rear brake issues in the first lap. It looks like he's got it fixed and worked his way back up already. Oh yeah. A little bottleneck action here. Up that. Oh, sneak attack. That was Ryder LeBlanc. Oh man, he is charging. Feels like that wind was stripped from him with that rear brake, and now he's out for blood. Super Avid still running a strong third. He hasn't let Ryder LeBlond out of his sight, and he's pushing hard. Sounds like we have a battle between Braxton Hinty and James Flynn for fourth. These boys are cooking, yeah, buddy. Let's see how these guys look. What great experience for a young rider like Braxton Hinty. He's got the Sherco factory team behind him, and he is getting such valuable experience being in the top 5 right now, battling with James Flynn in his pro debut year. This kid has a bright future. He doesn't look like he's in a rush. He's got good body positioning. Very impressed by Braxton Hinty right now. Because Ryder LeBlond is right there. Good job, Willie! You look like you're out for blood on that second lap.
Bro, I thought he gave up. It was just right on the rear fender when he went through. And then second place and second. Holy shit.
I was like, damn, boy.
I was coming down the hill and boom, nothing. Oh!
Dude, I saw you overshoot a few turns. Yeah, I was like, oh, shit, he's got no rear brake.
Yeah.
But then you fix it and you went ape shit on that second
Dude,
lap.
we were standing here and you came through all this stuff and we were like, wow.
I was like,
Yeah,
crikey.
Happens.
Ooh, some course confusion. Cody comes back up. Looked like Cooper Abbott ended up going the wrong direction. Now we got a dance at the front, a little musical Enduro towards the front of the pack. Ryder LeBlond into the lead. From buried in the pack to the lead in less than 2 minutes. Connor boy, not afraid to send it. Cooper Abbott all the way to the back of the pack. Connor boy is down in the sand. He did the same thing yesterday. I need a follow Cody, not panicking. You know this is a long race. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to get these guys. The stars are aligning for his pro debut here. He got second place at the street shootout last night. He got a top 5 in race 1, and now he's in a solid position for race 2. This is a nice little battle right here. Danny Lewis, James Flynn, Connor boy. So I'll tell you right now, if I'm James Flynn, I'm getting by these guys. I'm not wasting time. I need to get by these guys and get to the front. I think Cody had a little talk with Connor boy yesterday after the race. He said, bro, you need to just calm down a little bit. So much throttle maybe a little bit more finesse. Go check in on the leaders. Oh boy, these guys have gotten on the spectator route. Made a little mistake yesterday, missed his foot pegs with his feet. It hurt his back a little bit at the free rhythm, so I'm curious to see if that holds up today. If anybody else wants to win this race, they better catch up to these boys soon. This is an orange section, and so this is an added section from race 1. Here comes Will Reardon. Being mindful to keep rider in sight. Rider pinning it through the sand. Man, these guys are putting a quick gap, quickly getting a gap on the rest, but there's Cooper Abbott, he's in sight. These boys just make every obstacle so clean and efficiently. You know, Will might be playing a little bit of strategy here. Riders out front, prototyping all the sections. He's going to be the one making mistakes and reading the course markings. And Will can key off of that. He can watch rider, he can see where he goes, he can see hear what his bike sounds like. It's a big advantage getting to see somebody right in front of you. It's much easier to keep up than it is to lead the charge. Okay, here we go. This is the luge. We went down this obstacle 2 years ago and thought it was crazy. And now these boys are going to go up it. Or they're going to go around it.
It's tight.
Yeah, you can go up. Oh, okay. Well, you can go up it if you want. What? I don't think it's in. wheels continue to deteriorate throughout the day. Will's gonna try to make the pass on Ryder and set sail. Will just put the pass on Ryder right before this one here.
Looking good, looking good. You're riding slow, but keep going, man. Have fun. I'm
just waiting for him so he can catch back up. What's most important here is that Cody's in the top 5, because I believe they start in rows of 5 for race 3. curving his way up these obstacles. Down escalator.
This is shorter bypass.
Hey, you. Will's gonna take the bypass or the shortcut, and Ryder's gonna go around. Hi, honey. That might be the break that Will needed to get away from Ryder a little bit. Ryder finding a spicy line down Beta Bull Miniature. All right, Will Reardon is done with Mesa 3. Back to Mesa 2 and then the finish line. In the building, cheering on his compadre. Ray. He's a race 2 winner. Nice ride, Willie.
I lost focus at the end. I them bad.
Got sucked right into that line, yeah?
I was like, oh, I'm nearly done.
Well, luckily you had some time to spare because that shortcut.
Yeah.
That was so confusing.
Yeah. So I thought, went around the first lap. Oh, like second lap, were you there? How I
yeah.
split off?
Yeah.
And then I took a better line and did it.
Ryder saw you slide off and he was like, no thanks, I'm gonna go around.
What happened there? Were we allowed to go up?
Yeah.
Well, I realized after that's where we could go.
But the first lap, it was tagged off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I told the guy after I saw you, and I was like, I told Nick, I'm like, bro, it's ribboned off. And then I guess they went and fixed it. But then there was a guy standing there, like, in the line. Because to go, you guys maybe didn't see it, but you have going up above that bush. That's where I went, and that's the good line, but he was standing there, so you wouldn't really know.
I went to that bush, but then slipped off. So then I like went, you know where you want to line up and then go up?
Yeah.
I strode straight to that.
I saw that. That was mint. But you got to go above the bush. You were still like to the left of the bush. If you go above it, it's a little bit, you have more time to slide in.
The first time went too high, then it slid straight up.
Yeah. I thought you went back down and set up. I was like, oh, while you're set up down there, I just go around. Then I started going around, I was like, oh crap, this is a lot longer.
Yeah. That top section's cool.
That first lap through the sand?
Yeah, and then you know where you passed me the first lap? On the hard left line, and I went straight.
Oh, yeah.
I knew about that, but like, I'll save it for the lappers.
Yeah.
Went past and I heard you go straight up like fuck, so I
Oh,
turned
God,
around.
I'd miss it.